am I always so sleepy? Probably because I go to bed at like 3 in the morning.
You don't know my real boss.
Hey everybody, it's Peach. How you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day or night or whatever time it is in the world for you. I was just sitting here waiting for some stuff to convert, and I was like, hey, here's a video idea. My favorite song off of each BTS album. Cool. So then I sat down and here I am. I'm gonna go through all of their albums except the Japanese albums. Yeah, I think my favorites of like the songs that they even put on SoundCloud and shit, like the Festa songs and all that, those can be like a list on its own. We're just gonna go, okay? Okay. Okay, so first up we have Too Cool for School. Well, their first album came out in 2013. Their first mini album, rather, their first EP, whatever the official term for it is. When I first listened to this album, I wasn't an ARMY yet necessarily, but I was around when this album came out and I liked it. And I was like, ooh, we might be here. I might like this a lot. But my favorite song, I'm thinking it may be like or No More Dream, because No More Dream still hits. But then again, We Are Bulletproof Part 2 still hits too. Isn't that so crazy? These songs came out in 2013. No More Dream and We Are Bulletproof Part 2 have a completely and totally different sound from what BTS is now, but those songs still hit. That's what's so great about BTS's discography. All of their music is still so good. It'd have to be between Like and No More Dream, but if I had to go with one, just to make it a little harder, I'm just gonna force myself to only choose one song. I think I might have to go with Like, because I like it. I like it a lot. Duh. Now we're heading into Oh Are You Late 2, another album, or EP I guess, that came out in 2013. I hadn't fully stanned yet when this came out. I was still in my fan phase. I was trying to get more and more into them. This album has a lot of good songs, man. No was awesome. We On is that bitch. Like, people talk a lot about how BTS doesn't have that many flex songs, you know, and people want BTS to be a little more flexy because they have a reason to flex. Like all the fucking accomplishments that BTS has at this point, it's like, why don't they have another flex track? But We On was like their first kind of, I'm the shit and I'm gonna be the shit and I'm gonna show all you bitches that y'all shouldn't have fucking, like, oh my god, that song is on a whole nother level. Like, when I listen to that song now, especially considering everything that they've done so far and all the haters that they prove wrong and everything, it's like that song hits different. If I Ruled the World is an amazing song too. Coffee, the first cypher was on this EP. Attack on Bangtan, iconic. Paulo Gangsan, outro, Love in School. God, there's so many good ones on here. Damn, this fucking, hold on. Why is this so hard, dude? Imagine how hard it's gonna be when I get to like Dark and Wild and shit.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Attack on Bangtan. I'm gonna go with Attack on Bangtan. I think that's my favorite song off of this. It's a really good hype song, you know. It's BTS's anthem. I feel like even still today, even though we have other songs that are definitely their anthem, this is like their first original like anthem song, like I am here, I am BTS, like, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so now we head into School Love Affair. This was 2014 and this is the official album where I became an ARMY. This is the first, you know, album when this era was out and everything. This is when I officially decided I'm in this BTS shit for life, bitch. I love this. I love everything. I'm here for it and I love everything and I'm gonna be here forever. God, there's so many good songs off this. Oh, we got Where You From, we got Just One Day, Tomorrow, Cypher 2, Spine Breaker, Jump, Outro, Propose. This EP is flawless.
Like the two of us, you're simply
flawless! Yeah, you run this.
I've been listening to a lot of Outro Propose lately. I don't know why, but I've just been really fucking digging it. Just One Day was like the official song where that was like the moment when I watched, I always say this, but when I watched the Just One Day dance practice when they were all being goofy and shit, that was the moment where I decided I am a Hobie stan. That was like my moment when I decided I was a Hobie stan. But I really love Tomorrow. I love Jump as well. I remember very vividly when I listened to this album for the first time, like really sticking with Jump. Like I would always listen to that song. You know that meme that's going around Twitter, K-pop Twitter nowadays, where it's like, you know, you're walking around all angry in school, but like you're listening to different kind of song. Whenever I was in school and I'd be walking around with this bitch looking in my face, I'd be listening to Jump. Like, fuck, this is hard though. There's so many good songs on here. There's a Cypher 2 on here. Oh my god, Cypher fucking 2 is my second favorite Cypher, because Cypher 3 will always be my favorite Cypher. I'm gonna have to go Tomorrow on this. I'm gonna have to go with Tomorrow on this because Yoongi killed it with his... Yoongi killed it. You know, everybody killed it. Tomorrow is just that bitch. Tomorrow is that bitch. So now, here we go. BTS's first album, 2014's Dark and Wild. I have always said that this is my favorite BTS album ever. Probably my top favorite BTS album. And you know, number 2 and number 3 definitely always change and shit, but like I have a very sentimental attachment to Dark and Wild. It's a great album. So many fucking good songs on here. This is gonna be hard. Hip Hop Lover, Let Me Know, Rain, Cypher 3. Oh my god, Blanket Kick, 24/7 Heaven, Second Grade, the fucking ratchet song of the... Even the interlude, which is just Jungkook saying Mohe for like I don't know how long, is amazing. How the interlude even good? It's gonna be really, really hard because I have like a story for every single song on here. Like, I have an attachment to every single one. After looking at it for a minute, you know, calm my mind down, and I thought about it. It was definitely between 24/7 Heaven, Blanket Kick, and Rain. But I think in terms of just sheer importance to me, I think I'm gonna have to go with Rain, just because I have vivid memories of when I was, you know, I don't know how old I was in 2014 because I don't know numbers, but like, Rain was like my emotional support song. Like, whenever I was sad or whatever, like going through whatever I was going through, I would put Rain on and I'll put it on repeat and I would just listen to it over and over again. So that song is permanently ingrained in my head. Alright, so now we are heading into Hwayeonyeonwa Part 1, 2015. So I Need You was that bitch. The iconic I Need You. I feel like Boy in Love put them on the map for sure, but I Need You really cemented their spot in the world. If that's making any sense, I don't know. I feel like that's not making any sense, but like, me, in my opinion, like I Need You was the song that really put them on the map, like put them on the map, and had people be like, oh shit, like no, BTS, like we should be paying attention, like these bitches are for real. Dope is on this album, which is to this day still the song that they still fucking perform. It's been 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, it's been 4 years. 4 years and Dope is still that bitch. Dope and Fire will never die, honestly. The way Yoongi killed this intro, bro, Yoongi really handled this shit. I think I might have to go with the intro. Does that count? I don't know. Sometimes people don't usually count the intros because they're intros, but like, no, I might have to go with the intro because just like Rain, this intro played a very important part of my life, and it was definitely something that the lyrics and stuff was definitely something that I needed to hear at that time, because I was questioning, you know, my faith in myself. I was questioning a lot of shit about whether or not I was happy doing what I was doing, all that kind of stuff, all that existential crisis shit. I might have to go with intro on this one. I'm gonna head into Hwayeonyeonwa Part 2. 2015, amazing album. We've been new. I don't know how amazing and fucking groundbreaking the Hwayeonyeonwa series was for BTS, was for K-pop in general. I feel like Hwayeonyeonwa era was what... this is gonna be controversial and people are gonna feel a type of way about it, but I feel like the whole Hwayeonyeonwa era and their whole concept, this whole story of the Bangtan universe when it first began, was when people started to really look at K-pop differently, because I truly believe that BTS helped change the way people viewed K-pop. Because even before then, and people always say, well, Wonder Girls and Girls' Generation and XYZ, there are other groups in general who crossed over to America and all that stuff, and it's like, yeah, they did, but there was still this stigma that K-pop was just, you know, bouncy, cute, overly produced, and like manufactured music and all that. It was that whole concept, and we still struggle with that stigma today, but I feel like BTS really helped kind of alleviate that worry, for lack of a better term. Like, people started to really look at K-pop as music as it is. You know, people stopped looking at it through these prejudiced eyes of, oh, this is just manufactured bullshit. Like, people saw the Bangtan universe and was like, yo, this shit's fucking crazy. Like, this shit is in depth, and amazing. Like, the music is amazing, the storyline is amazing. Like, Anyways, I always got some fucking deep ass story to say. With every album, almost every single BTS album, I have a story to go with it. Honestly, just looking, I know I'm gonna have to go with Run. I'm gonna have to go with Run because I think Run is one of my favorite title tracks. Like, period. Like, Run, another song that just holds a very special place in my heart. I remember when I first watched that video, I cried during the credits. Run and the music video, but the song in itself just captures this feeling, this like nostalgic feeling of just I don't know how to explain it, but like it reminds me of when I was younger and I would just spend all day, like literally, especially during the summer, you know, when you're off school and you have the time. Like when I was little, I would spend all fucking day outside running around with my friends doing all types of shit. Some of that shit we weren't supposed to be doing, but you know, we were just fucking just being free and being kids and just doing whatever. It really encapsulates that fucking nostalgic feeling of just being with your friends and just being happy and just running and being free and just, you know, that feeling. I don't know words. It's important to me. Final point. It's important to me. That's it. So now we're gonna head into Young Forever. I don't know if I should technically, I guess I can't count this because there's only really 3 new songs. Fire, Save Me, and Epilogue Young Forever, but you know, it still counts. It's still new music, so I think I would count it. If you'd have asked me in 2016, when this first came out, I would have told you, I probably would have told you Fire. Honestly, because, you know, like I said earlier, with like, even with Dope, like Fire and Dope are those 2 songs that will never die. After Wembley, and after all of that, I'm gonna have to go with Young Forever. Even after, not even just after Wembley, but after that log where Jimin explained the importance of Young Forever to him, and how, and you know, all the boys have mentioned how important Young Forever is to them. And upon listening to it more, and then the whole Wembley thing, it just really, it's another one of those sentimental choices where it's like, it's another song that just, it's a great song. It's such a good song, and it's such a good, I guess, lesson for somebody like me who's not a celebrity, because the lyrics basically talk about how BTS knows that they won't be famous forever, that this heightened feeling of being famous or whatever, like that feeling won't last forever, but they want to be young forever so they can experience this forever, you know? Even though I'm not, you know, a celebrity and I don't necessarily feel exactly what they feel in terms of this, but like I understand that feeling of like, I do want to be young forever. I do want to be able to experience this feeling of being young and free and, you know, all that shit. I want to be able to experience this forever, because even though there's the fucking rough shit that we go through, but it's fun. It's great.